So needless to say, I've done a fair amount of work on my 2008 Honda Shadow Aero 750. We're kind of bobbed in the rear, choppered in the front. We got some aftermarket intake and exhaust happening, but one thing that is not customized that I think is distracting this bike a little bit, we're taking away my cool points, is I'm still rocking these stock foot pegs. Now they're definitely functional, but they're not going to win any beauty contests. So today we're going to swap these out with a set I got from TJ Brutal Customs. So I'm not sponsored by TJ Brutal Customs, but we are affiliated with them. So if you use code LuckyAcesRiding at checkout, or the link in the description, which will automatically apply the code LuckyAcesRiding at checkout, you will save 15%. So, taking a look at these holy foot pegs, I got them in black because, well, the bike's mostly black. You can get them in, I think it's, get them in brass, and I think maybe like a stainless, like a silver. And honestly, you know what, get that, oh, again, now it pops out of it, whatever. Freaking Lucky Aces 0, plastic bag 1, bam. Now, first thing I notice is that these guys are, like, extremely light. Like, I am almost scared these are going to float away. Kind of like that balloon at the park that one day, which oddly enough was the last day I saw my daddy. I'm just kidding. It has been, like, over 20 years, though. So, yeah, these are, one, very sharp looking. There's some nice knurling on the end here. I didn't even know about that. Nice, stylish. These speed holes here make your bike go faster, by the way. Probably not. They got a nice little bevel cut to them. And I think they're going to grip pretty well. And, because TJ's looking out for you, I did not know this, they even include a cotter pin. And because these are built specifically for the Honda Shadow, it should be no problem popping our old pegs off, popping these bad boys on. Should be quick and easy. So we're going to go ahead and start on the left side of the bike. The only tool we should need is a pair of needle nose pliers, and that is to remove the cotter pin on the bottom. Now, yours, if you've never removed your pegs, is probably going to have like an old, tiny, little, half rusty cotter pin. So you are probably going to want to replace those with the one that comes with the foot pegs. Mine are not the factory ones because I've had these foot pegs off before, and typically I just like to replace them because, well, these cotter pins are cheap. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab one side of the cotter pin. Easier said than done. Don't make me look foolish in front of the people there, cotter pin. In front of the viewers. People might think I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, they might think that already, but we don't want to remove any doubt, you know what I mean? We're just going to straighten this guy out, or if you want to, you could probably go in there and cut these things. Now, I just figured this would be the easiest solution because these cotter pins aren't that old. Come on. Get out of there, darling. Just pull it out like so. We're going to toss this guy. He's going to be garbage. There is a washer on the bottom. Don't lose it. We're going to put it right there below the peg so we don't lose it. This pin should just pop up. It might need a little bit of encouragement. Give him a little tap. You should pull out the top just like so. Set him down there with our washer. Now there is a spring in here, which I presume you will use with the stock peg. So we just want to make sure we fully understand how that guy sits. So it's gonna, foot peg's gonna sit like this. The little finger for the spring is gonna be facing forward. We're gonna try not to screw this up. So I'm gonna pull that out just like so. I'm gonna try to hold this in the position it came out. Grab my other peg. See if we can slip that guy on there. They might not be set up to use the spring. Oop, there we go. The only difference is, though, this is captured on the inside. This is not, so they may not work with the spring. I don't know for sure. We're going to give it a try. If we can get it back in there. It is a very snug fit, because this will fit no problem without them. And our dear friend Gravity will help keep the... so, for instance, if we didn't rock the spring, our dear friend Gravity will help this fall down. Keep it close to the earth like we need to. But if we can run the spring, I wouldn't mind running the spring. And because you guys are smarter than me, if you've ever put a set of these pegs on your bike, and if I'm doing it wrong, feel free to let me know in the comments. There we go. It is a very, very snug fit, but it is definitely in there. And it's just a matter of lining up the peg, getting that pin where it needs to be. I'm going to try to eyeball, make sure the spring is lined up with the hole in the peg. It's going to make life a lot easier. And you got to put a little pressure on that spring, too. When you put this guy back in there, we're going to use the old peg as a hammer. You could probably use an actual hammer. Oh, yeah. There's some spring tension on there. Come on, darling. I want to ride today. It's nice out. I want to play with this all day. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. We're so close. Wiggle her. Bam, there she is. She's got a little play. That is definitely tight. That spring may or may not be doing anything. And actually, I'm not even sure we even need the thing. So now we're going to take our washer and our cotter pin that came with the foot peg. Pop that out like so. That guy goes in there. There should be a little hole on the pin. Or on the, yeah, it is a pin. Bam. Alright, that guy goes through like so. I'm going to try to turn this, hopefully where you guys can see it a little better. And you just bend your cotter pin back. So far has been my favorite part because the little bugger keeps moving on me and spinning around. We'll get him though. Thinks he's better than me, stupid cotter pin. Cotter pin thinks he's better than me. Oh no. I think I'm gonna let you win, stupid cotter pin. Give it a little spin like so. Give it another little spin. Flipping around, you little butt. Being a butt. Just like that. Good enough. Basically, we just want to keep this peg from popping out. Alright, second verse, same as the first. A little bit louder and a whole lot worse. Or something. Don't look at my nasty exhaust, okay? I accidentally oversprayed some white lithium grease or something and I didn't notice until it was too late and it damaged the finish on these beautiful pipes. But that just means I need to buy another one. And Mr. TJ, if you're listening, I love your high-low drag pipes, man. I need them in stainless, please. Stainless with the turnouts so my swing arm stops getting dirty. So straighten the cotter pin. Give them a yank. Or try to. I used a way oversized pin last time. Or you just bend it. Because these things, it's not like it's hardened steel or anything. It's just a stupid little aluminum pin. I presume it's aluminum. Made out of freaking old soda cans or something. Or pop cans, wherever the heck you're from. However you say it. We say soda down here. I don't know nothing about no pop. And of course, although I live in the South, both sides of my family are from up north. And they say pop. But I wasn't raised up there, so we don't say pop. Alright, that's part of that pin broken. There's another part of the pin broken. It's just a tiny little bit left. So that came out super easy. It didn't take 20 minutes and several swear words, but like the other side, there's a washer on the bottom. And then I'm going to pop this pin out of here. Just like so. Shouldn't need that for that guy. Give him a wiggle. I'm going to slide this peg out just like we did before. That spring wasn't set right, so it just fell out. Same thing with the foot peg. Comes with, you can reach it. You can reach it. If you got fat fingers, that might be a problem. There we go. Nope. There it is. Got it. So we're going to do the same thing as before. Gonna line our spring up. I'm not sure, again, if these were designed with the spring in mind, but I was able to get it in there on the other side, so we're going to get it in here on this side. Try to line that up. A little pressure on the spring. That peg in there. The Taparooski. That one lined up easier than the other one did. Take the cotter pin from the kit. I guess it's a kit. Freaking aircraft is back for some reason. Whether that's police or medical or whatever, or news, or we all just go away. I got some freaking headline for you. Local man gets mad at freaking helicopter because it's ruining his stupid audio. The biggest pain in the butt is these stupid cotter pins. Trying to spin this whole thing right now and it ain't happening. Fine, whatever. If you want to bend right there, we'll bend you right there. I don't give a flip. Care about you, stupid cotter pin. Stupid thing. She's bent. Bam. She's bent. Done. And yeah, I think those are going to work very well. Those are definitely not uncomfortable. And these actually don't feel too different from the stock pegs. They're a little, they're obviously rounder. The other ones are more oval, so you got a little bit of a, you can definitely feel the slight difference, but these are definitely going to work. So thanks for hanging out while I installed these TJ Brutal Customs foot pegs on my 2008 Honda Shadow Aero bobber chopper bike. And I think they flow with the bike really well because we got some other TJ Brutal parts on here also. So I think the foot pegs really go well with these risers. And if this is something else you're interested in, you can check that video out right here. And as always, y'all be good. See you.